How wonderful to share these valuable tips with you today. As we add more springs to our lives, maintaining our health and autonomy becomes fundamental to enjoying a full longevity. Mind you, it's not about adding years to life, but life to years, isn't it? And although many believe that simply adding more vegetables to the plate solves everything, the reality is that not all vegetables are equally beneficial when it comes to well-being in senior years. In fact, some that seem harmless might be playing a nasty trick on us. Recent studies have opened our eyes. Certain vegetables, although we've considered them healthy all our lives, may be harming our circulation, mobility, and even our cognitive ability without us realizing it. What a surprise. But it's not all bad news, not at all. There are also wonderful options that strengthen our body, protect our brain, and help us maintain that precious independence. So today we're going to discover together which vegetables should be on your table and which are better left aside to ensure healthy aging and an enviable quality of life. Will you join me on this journey to wellness? Leave me a like if you want to learn how to take better care of yourself. Vegetables. You should include in your diet. The wonderful carrot. The carrot, what a marvel of nature. This orange vegetable is a true treasure for those seeking to maintain their independence during their senior years. And why? Well, it turns out it's loaded with beta-carotene, which our body transforms into vitamin A as if by magic. This vitamin is essential for maintaining the health of our eyes and preventing macular degeneration, which is nothing less than the main cause of vision loss in older people. Imagine being able to continue reading your favorite books or seeing your grandchildren's faces without problems. That truly is quality of life. But that's not all, not by a long shot. The antioxidants contained in carrots are like little guardians that protect our nerves and blood vessels, especially in the legs and feet. This improves communication between the brain and body, which translates into less risk of trips and falls. What a relief! Because, let's be honest, maintaining balance and stability is key to preserving our autonomy as we age. Being able to move with confidence means continuing to enjoy walks, visits with friends, or playing with grandchildren in the park. In short, carrots help us maintain that well-being and independence that we value so much. Don't you find it fascinating how a simple vegetable can contribute so much to our longevity? If you're enjoying this information, don't forget to leave your comment telling us which vegetables you usually include in your diet. The powerful broccoli. Oh, broccoli. That little green tree that many avoid but which is a true superhero for our health in our senior years. This vegetable is an incredible source of sulforaphane, a compound that fights chronic inflammation as if it were a medieval night-fighting dragons. And what does this brave compound protect? Nothing less than our heart, our bones, our memory, and our muscle strength. It's like having a personal bodyguard for healthy aging. Additionally, broccoli is loaded with vitamin K, calcium, and antioxidants, which work as a team to strengthen our bones and arteries. This translates into better blood circulation and a lower risk of fractures, something fundamental to maintaining our independence and quality of life as we add more springs to our lives. But note this important detail. The way you prepare it is crucial. If you cook it too much, it's like taking Superman's cape away. The ideal is to steam it to preserve all those wonderful nutrients that help us stay active and healthy. Prolonged boiling destroys the beneficial compounds, and that would be a shame. So now you know, a bit of steamed broccoli on your plate can be your best ally for enjoying a full longevity. Are you encouraged to include it in your next meal? If this advice has been useful to you, don't hesitate to share this video with someone who also wants to take care of their well-being. The nutritious spinach. What a marvel of nature for those seeking healthy aging. This dark green leafy vegetable is full of natural nitrates that act like true magicians in our body. And what do these nitrates do? Well, they improve the flexibility of our blood vessels and our circulation, benefiting both our muscles and our brain. It's like giving a rejuvenating bath to our entire system. Imagine being able to climb stairs or walk in the park without feeling short of breath. That's quality of life in the senior years. But there's more, much more. Spinach contains lutein and folate, two nutrients directly associated with memory, mental clarity, and prevention of cognitive decline. Isn't that wonderful? Being able to remember names, important dates, or where we left the keys is fundamental to maintaining our independence and emotional well-being. Furthermore, lutein along with zeaxanthin protect the macula of our eyes, that essential part for having detailed and safe vision. And note this, to make the most of all these benefits, it's best to consume spinach lightly sautéed with a drizzle of olive oil or raw in salads and smoothies. Excessive cooking is like taking a wizard's wand away. It loses all its power. So now you know, a handful of spinach a day can be your best ally for enjoying an active old age full of vitality. Did you like this advice? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive more tips on health and longevity. The superfood kale. Let's talk about kale, a true champion when it comes to supporting healthy aging. This leafy green might not be as traditional in many kitchens, but its benefits for seniors are simply extraordinary. Packed with vitamins A, C, and K, kale works like a powerful shield against inflammation and oxidative stress that naturally come with aging. It's like having a personal trainer for your cells, keeping them young and vibrant. What makes kale particularly special for those in their golden years is its impressive calcium content, even higher than milk when compared gram for gram. This mineral is crucial for maintaining strong bones and preventing that dreaded osteoporosis that can limit our independence. Plus, the fiber in kale helps maintain healthy digestion and stable blood sugar levels, which is essential for sustained energy throughout the day. Imagine waking up feeling refreshed and maintaining that vitality until bedtime. That's what quality of life looks like. For those concerned about brain health, kale contains compounds that support cognitive function and may help preserve memory. The best way to enjoy kale? Try massaging it with a bit of olive oil and lemon juice to soften its texture, or add it to smoothies where its strong flavor blends beautifully with fruits. If you're enjoying these nutrition tips for better longevity, hit that like button to help us spread this valuable information. The Mighty Beets deserve a special place in every senior's diet. They're like nature's little powerhouses for circulation and stamina. These vibrant root vegetables contain natural nitrates that transform into nitric oxide in our bodies, helping blood vessels relax and expand. The result? Improved blood flow throughout the body, especially to vital organs like the brain and heart. For those concerned about maintaining their independence, this means better physical performance, less fatigue, and sharper thinking. The deep red color of beets comes from compounds called betalains, which have impressive anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. These compounds help protect our cells from damage and may reduce the risk of chronic diseases that often accompany aging. What's particularly exciting about beets is their potential impact on brain health. Research suggests they may improve blood flow to the brain, potentially slowing cognitive decline and supporting mental clarity. To enjoy beets, try them roasted with a drizzle of olive oil, grated raw into salads, or blended into smoothies. Some people even enjoy beet juice, which provides concentrated benefits in an easy-to-consume form. One small glass daily could make a significant difference in your energy levels and overall well-being. Remember that consistency is key. Incorporating beets regularly into your diet can contribute to that vibrant, active lifestyle we all desire in our senior years. If you've tried beets and noticed a difference in your energy levels, share your experience in the comments below. Vegetables. You should avoid the deceptive white potato. Beware of the white potato. Although it may seem harmless and is part of so many traditional dishes, this tuber can be a real saboteur for our health in our senior years. And why? Well, it turns out it has a very high glycemic index, which means it transforms into sugar at lightning speed once we eat it. This causes spikes in blood glucose that are like earthquakes for our body, causing inflammation in the blood vessels. What a disappointment for our circulatory system. This inflammation especially harms circulation in the legs and feet, increasing the risk of feeling muscle weakness, suffering falls, and losing mobility. Can you imagine how this affects your independence and quality of life? And to top it off, the way we usually prepare it doesn't help at all. Adding butter, cream, cheese, or salt is like adding fuel to the fire. It aggravates the problem and increases both blood pressure and blood sugar levels. Furthermore, if we compare it with colorful vegetables like carrots or sweet potatoes, the white potato has a rather poor nutritional value. It's like choosing an old rickety car when you could have a new and powerful one. If we're looking for healthy aging and maintaining our autonomy, perhaps it's time to reconsider how much space we give this tuber in our diet. Has this information surprised you? Leave me a comment telling me what you think about this. The problematic eggplant. Watch out for eggplant. Although many consider it a healthy vegetable, for people in their senior years it can become a silent enemy of well-being. And why? Well, it turns out it contains solanine, a substance belonging to the nightshade family that can cause a discrete but persistent inflammation in joints, muscles, and nerves. It's like having a small, constant fire in our body that, over time, undermines our health and mobility without us realizing it. For those who already suffer from arthritis or muscle problems, consuming eggplant can be like rubbing salt in the wound, aggravating the pains and discomforts. And the worst thing is that this negative effect accumulates. Frequent consumption can, over time, affect our ability to move with confidence and freedom. Imagine how this impacts the quality of life and independence that we value so much in healthy aging. It's as if little by little they were putting stones in our path, making it increasingly difficult to enjoy a walk or play with grandchildren. So, although eggplant has its virtues, perhaps it's time to reconsider its presence in our diet if we want to maintain mobility and well-being at this stage of life. Had you ever considered that this vegetable could affect your health? If this information is useful to you, don't forget to like this video so it reaches more people interested in their well-being. The misleading green pepper. Be careful with green pepper. Although we see it as a fresh and tasty ingredient, for those seeking healthy aging, it can be a wolf in sheep's clothing. This vegetable contains lectins, plant proteins that can be real troublemakers in our body. And what do these lectins do? Well, nothing good. They irritate the intestine, hinder nutrient absorption, and can cause chronic inflammation. What an undesirable trio of effects for our health in our senior years. But that's not all, not by a long shot. The impact of these lectins on joints and circulation can manifest as swelling, tingling, and even instability when walking. Can you imagine how this affects your independence and quality of life? It's as if someone were putting invisible obstacles in your daily life. Additionally, green pepper has fewer antioxidants than its more colorful cousins, the red, yellow, or orange peppers. It's like choosing a car without airbags when you could have one fully equipped. And as if that weren't enough, cooking green pepper doesn't completely eliminate the risk of lectins, so not even that is a complete solution. If we're looking to maintain our mobility, well-being, and longevity, perhaps it's time to reconsider how much space we give this vegetable in our diet. Have you ever noticed discomfort after eating green pepper? If this information has been useful to you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive more advice on nutrition and health in the senior years. The risky raw tomatoes. Now let's talk about raw tomatoes, a surprising entry on our caution list for seniors. While tomatoes are packed with beneficial compounds like lycopene, consuming them raw can be problematic for many older adults. The high acidity in raw tomatoes can trigger or worsen acid reflux and heartburn, which tend to become more common as we age due to changes in our digestive system. Imagine trying to enjoy your evening or get a good night's sleep while dealing with that uncomfortable burning sensation. Certainly not conducive to the quality of life we're aiming for. Like eggplants, tomatoes belong to the nightshade family and contain solanine, which can potentially contribute to joint inflammation in sensitive individuals. For seniors already managing arthritis or inflammatory conditions, raw tomatoes might be silently exacerbating discomfort and limiting mobility. The good news? Cooking tomatoes actually increases the availability of lycopene and reduces the compounds that might cause digestive distress or inflammation. So instead of that raw tomato salad, consider enjoying tomato-based sauces, soups, or stews where the tomatoes have been thoroughly cooked. This simple change could make a significant difference in how you feel day to day, potentially improving your comfort, mobility, and independence. Have you noticed any connection between eating raw tomatoes and joint pain or digestive issues? Share your experience in the comments, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you're finding these insights helpful. The deceptive corn might seem like a harmless, even nostalgic vegetable that brings back memories of summer barbecues, but for seniors focused on maintaining their health and independence, it deserves a second look. This popular grain, yes, technically it's a grain, not a vegetable, has one of the highest glycemic indexes among common foods, causing rapid spikes in blood sugar that can be particularly problematic for older adults. These spikes not only increase inflammation throughout the body, but can also contribute to energy crashes that affect your ability to stay active and engaged throughout the day. What makes corn particularly tricky is how it's typically prepared, buttered, salted, or as part of processed foods like chips and cereals, adding empty calories and sodium that can elevate blood pressure and contribute to water retention and joint discomfort. Additionally, corn contains certain types of carbohydrates that many seniors find difficult to digest, potentially leading to bloating, gas, and intestinal discomfort that can discourage physical activity. For those concerned with brain health and cognitive function, it's worth noting that corn offers very little in terms of the nutrients needed to support brain health compared to colorful vegetables like leafy greens or berries. If you're working toward healthy aging with optimal mobility and mental clarity, consider replacing corn with lower glycemic, nutrient-dense alternatives like quinoa or roasted sweet potatoes. Your body will thank you with more stable energy, better digestion, and potentially improved joint comfort. If this information has been eye-opening for you, please subscribe to our channel for more nutrition insights that support vibrant longevity. Conclusion. Nutrition, what a powerful tool we have in our hands. It's like having a magic wand that can transform our health, longevity, and independence in our senior years. Choosing the right vegetables is not a minor detail. It's a decision that can strengthen our circulation, protect our vision, keep our mind active, and preserve that mobility we value so much. It's fascinating how something as everyday as what we put on our plate can have such a profound impact on our quality of life, isn't it? On one hand, we have wonderful allies like carrots, broccoli, and spinach, which when prepared, properly become true guardians of our well-being. On the other hand, some vegetables like white potatoes, eggplant, and green peppers can silently contribute to inflammation, loss of strength, and increased risk of falls. For those of us who have passed the barrier of 60, making these small adjustments in our diet can make a huge difference in how we live each day. It's as if we were choosing between walking on a flat path or one full of stones and obstacles. Don't you think it's worth making these simple changes to enjoy more energy, autonomy, and happiness? Small daily decisions can transform our future and ensure that each stage of life is lived with fullness and joy. Are you encouraged to review your diet today?